Okay. Right. So yesterday we have written a simple program creating a project, then project below source folder inside we created a multiple packages, package below we created a class, and class below what are all the things are there we learned on that. So how to execute the program we have seen, and we learned about what is system, what is dot, what is out,
Is out.
is
What
println
is
and
println?
difference, and what is system.err, and what are the variables of a system class. What are the variables of a system class? Hmm? What are the variables of a system class? Think you didn't listen the
Field
video.
method.
Hmm?
Yeah. Field method.
No, that's not the, that's a one name for the variable is a name is field. But
Okay.
what are the variables inside the system class? Out,
Or dot error exit
ion dot
Error.
err, in.
Dot in. Dot out.
So dot you should not say. Dot is just a one separate one. Variables
Okay.
means you have to say out,
In.
err.
ERR.
These are the
error exit.
three variables in the system class. Already they defined them. Now if you want to call that variable some other place, in our class we are calling, right? That's why class name dot the variable. So class name is a system, dot is connecting the variable of that class and the class name. Class name is a system. System dot out. System dot out, what it will do? It will output the value. So system dot in, what it will do? It will
It input from
take
keyboard.
the input from
Take
keyboard.
it.
Program needs some data, right? That you can give from the keyboard. If you want to print a error message, you can write system.err.println. Okay, so the methods, a lot of methods are there. System.exit, entire program will exit. Okay, so the exit is a predefined method in the system class. So I told you a class contains variables, methods, constructors, blocks. So I that's why system has a three variables and so many methods are there. I have given only three variables. Variables are fixed, but methods are so many. Let me show you what are all the methods we have. See that if you put a dot, the automatically it opened. See, these are the three variables. So SF means system static final variable. SF means static final variable, static final variable, static final variable. And see, this array copy is a method. Clear property, console, current time in milliseconds, exit, GC method, and so many other methods are there. For example, I want to find out the my environment variable value. So you can just call get env. Get env if you give, for example, I want my environment variable of Java home variable value. So you just give here. So Java home, where we set in the environment variable, right? So
Yeah.
environment variable value, if you want, you can just give system dot get env is a function. Get env is a method and it is going to fetch Java home value. So we set Java home value, right? C program files, Java, JDK path we set there. That path it will fetch. I'm printing this value because this will give a value. So I'm just printing this value. Because this method is giving output to me, that's why I'm printing. So this is the print statement, all string value, my readable statement I have written. And this is the value it is giving. What value it is giving? Java home path. We
Home
set in
path.
the environment variables. I hope you
Yeah.
all remember this. Edit system variables, we set the Java home path. How many of you remember this? See this path.
Path. Yeah, to Java
This
home.
path. It is going to fetch whatever you want this environment variable values. You can call this method system dot, system is a class, dot the method. So that's what I mentioned. Dot is used to access the variables of the class, methods of the class. Please remember dot purpose. Yesterday I told you. What is the dot purpose?
That is used to access variable
So
of
this
class.
method is accessing. We are accessing this method with this class because this method is part of this class. System class inside they created getEnv method. So let's execute this. And what is the output? You can see that. Run as Java application. See that? See Java path. You got it. And you don't need to hard code. This is the how people will use in the real time. So I want my project where my project is stored in my system. So if you
Yeah.
want to know the project system inside
Java.
where my project is stored,
Project path is
see class name I have written capital letter. Get property, just write user.dir. So that means it will give you user directory, and that means current working directory it will give. Current working directory means this is the project, right? This is our current project directory. So this path will be given this one. So let's execute this. All these basics are you are going to use in the automation code. See, my project is in this location. How do you know your project location? So you have to call system.getProperty user.dir. How do you know your operating system? So just give same get property. You can give you OS. Just OS if you give, automatically you will get that. So like that you can get any values. These are all methods of a system class. So get property, get env. There are so many other methods are there, but these two are important for us. That's why I'm teaching those two. Okay. System.exit means it will, your program will exit without executing also. So you should not call that. Okay. So you want to know current time in milliseconds, and you will get that current time in milliseconds. Get. So let me show you that. System dot. So can you see here current time in millis?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's a return type. It is returning long data. It is returning long data.
Long data.
So you can print that also if you want. So I can say current time. See, this is a wherever you enclose in double quotes. What you call that? String. It is a string. If you enclose the value in double quotes, what you call that?
String.
So why you are calling string? It's a collection of characters. Collection of characters are called string. So I'm joining with this value. This is the another value. I'm joining and printing that. So println is printing. So let's execute this. See that value, this is the milliseconds it is giving. Current time in milliseconds it is giving. You can convert back and you will get that. So hours and that calculation you can do. Okay, so that's all about basics we learned yesterday. So I explained, and this main method starts and ends here. So let's go and discuss about so this is our block. You can see program keywords. You can go here. This is the one, program keywords. I explained clearly how to create a project, how to create a package, how to create a class, very clearly explained here. So what are the different package structures? So your sequence of your program.
Sequence of
So package, import and
packaging.
class. Then main method will be there. And this how you can access one package classes in another package. You have to use import, but this I will tell you later. Okay, so I don't want to confuse the same day. And then how to create a new packages. We discussed all these points yesterday. Okay, so now let's go and discuss about modifiers. So we have very less time, but yeah, let's go and discuss modifiers. Yeah, this is the one, very important topic. So let's join back and we'll discuss very clear, because we have 5 minutes. I don't want to close the session in the middle. Let's join back in the same and we'll discuss.